guys, it's Sinatra here. Nice to see you. And well, welcome back to another predict show. Friday, we predict this weekend's matches with two massive derbies this weekend in the Premier League, and that's where we're starting off this predict show with the London derby and the Merseyside derby. We're kicking off the London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. Now, these two teams are right now in a lot of good form. Tottenham, who are absolutely, definitely on good form after thrashing Chelsea 3-1 quite convincingly. It could have been more than 3 for Tottenham.
Hey, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
And they got a massive win in the Champions League midweek against Inter Milan, which gives them a little bit of hope of qualifying for the Champions League, even though for me, still think Inter Milan have it in their own hands. All you need to do is win, and Tottenham have to go to London. Tottenham have to go to a place they've never won, and I don't think any English team has won for a very long time in Barcelona at the Nou Camp. So difficult one. But for this game, Arsenal were also really on a good run of form, putting wins together and look solid, and are definitely 100% contenders for the top 4 this season. And title, top 4 100%. And they have a big chance this weekend, have a big chance as well of winning Europa League, because we all know they're already qualified. So they look, maybe Europa League is their best bet against Chelsea, but they are definitely top 4 contenders. But for this game, Arsenal against Tottenham, for this game, it's going to be very interesting. It's at the Emirates Stadium. Tottenham, I don't think I've beaten Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, but since Harry Redknapp, that's quite a while back. So they've always sort of struggled there. I expect Arsenal to up it because they have really do well against sort of Spurs, because they want to beat the bragging rights of North London. But I just think it will be a very intriguing tactical battle between Unai Emery and Pochettino. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw, and I think Aubameyang and Harry Kane will get both the goals. And we're staying in the Premier League, like I said, we're going to the Merseyside derby between Liverpool and Everton. But Liverpool are definitely, for me, the only team that can stop the juggernaut that is Manchester City right now. We were single-handedly sweeping every single team aside like it's no tomorrow. And Liverpool had a very iffy start to the season, even though they've had more points in the stage of the season like last season. They have got more clean sheets, conceded less goals, even though they scored probably 2 goals less than they did last season. But definitely, I've always said, if you keep winning games but not playing well and keep getting the clean sheets, you will definitely be fighting for a title, which Liverpool definitely are this season. Everton, who are really putting on a little purple patch, and are definitely 100% the only team I can think that can break into that top 6 this season.
He's laughing at me. It was God!
And it is Everton, who actually are 6th at the minute, and they've put Manchester United, I think 7th or 8th, even though the Man United season has been absolutely dismal. But Everton under Marco Silva, I think they got the right man now. He's a very, very good coach. I like him as a coach. I really think he's going to be a top manager. He's got the best out of a couple of players this season. Sigurdsson, absolutely, is not the same player that he was last season. Last season, that wasn't Sigurdsson. That looked like Sigurdsson's Icelandic brother, you could say. But he's been absolutely huge for everything Everton's going this season. Richarlison has been a fantastic sign. Nobody even talks about the 40 million price tag anymore, because he's so just upped his game this season. And maybe Marco Silva's definitely getting the best out of him as well. I also think Michael Keane defensively has been solid as a rock, and Pickford has had an excellent season as well, making some big saves, especially the penalty save a couple of weeks back. So they're definitely on the crest of a wave right now, Everton. And I think for this game, people say this is Everton's best chance. They're going to beat Liverpool, because Liverpool are a little bit sort of licking their wounds after being beaten by PSG in the Champions League, thanks to Neymar and Mbappe show, along with Verratti, who was bossing at midfield. So they're on a little bit of a down, but this is probably Everton's best chance. But I just think, if this was Goodison Park, I would have said Everton win. But because it's at Anfield, and Everton have a horrific record at Anfield, so I'm just going Liverpool just to edge this game. They all go 1-0. It's not going to be a great watch probably, but I think Liverpool have enough just to beat. Now we're heading to Italy for today. I'm going to a game that is Inter against Roma. And these two teams are definitely 100% right now you probably say Roma have underachieved and Inter without Icardi, who's going to score the goals for them. Now Roma definitely for 100% have not been the Roma of last season. Yes, in the Champions League they've been excellent and they're qualified for the knockout stage in the Champions League again, which the team obviously got to the semi-finals last season, got knocked out by Liverpool. But in the league they've really struggled. They haven't really been consistent. At times Dzeko can be amazing and at times he can be disappointing. I also think the new signing Kluivert, who also is the son of the great Kluivert, he's really struggled in this team. I thought he would be, when he came in, looks like a real fresh player from Ajax. He's really struggled to adapt to the Serie A. I also think El Shaarawy hasn't upped his game. We all know he's a talent. At times he can be missing in games. So I think they missed Angola in midfield, which they sold to Inter, who plays against his former club this weekend. So he'd probably get a frosty reception. But like I said about Inter, they rely so much on Icardi, and I've always said if you take a world-class player, and he is one of the top strikers in the world, out of that team, they don't finish top 4 last season, and 100% they wouldn't be right now probably have a chance of qualifying for the next round of the Champions League. And they rely on him so much. I just think in this game, I just feel like it's going to be a draw. I don't really know who's going to be the guy who's going to take the 3 points in this massive game. That's why I just think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Now into Spain, in La Liga, I'm talking about Alaves against Sevilla. Now Alaves, who are 4th in the league, play Sevilla, who are 1st in the league. 3 points separate the top 4 as we talk about it today. And Alaves has definitely had a fantastic start to the season, even though they lost their last game, even though they were pretty poor in that game. But they're still they're really overachieving this season. No one thought Alaves would fight for top 4. It's a team last season that were in the relegation zone, now 4th, ahead of Real Madrid and many other top clubs in La Liga. As for Sevilla, they've been excellent this season. I've really enjoyed watching Sevilla this year. I think Andre Silva has definitely been is not the same player that was AC Milan. He looks like he got better, and you could say the manager now at Sevilla, who got a new manager for Sevilla. Even last season, they sacked 3 coaches last season. This season, they look like they have everything sorted. They have fantastic players. They probably got other players who don't want to be at the club anymore, like Zonzi and many others. They have a solid base and a solid team, and they look a real threat this year. I didn't think Sevilla would have until even when they beat Real Madrid 3-0. I still think, can this team really be consistent for the whole season? We can see today, damn right they can. I know they've got a big game coming up against Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. Those games are going to be vital for their title race, but I really think you have to put Sevilla's title contenders. There's no question about it. And they play against Alaves, who are definitely 100% right now European contenders for a Europa League spot. Maybe even top 4. I think it's a bit too much, but Europa League spot, 100%. But for this game, I think Sevilla have too much going forward for Alaves, and I think they win 3-1. And we're heading to Germany, RB Leipzig versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. And Borussia Mönchengladbach are 100% soaring through the sky and are loving life right now in the Bundesliga. They're only 3 points behind Borussia Dortmund. They are so far ahead of Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich should actually look in the mirror for once in their life because they're that bad. But I'm really impressed with Gladbach. Torgan Hazard definitely looks like to be not the same as his brother, who is world class, but he looks like a really promising player coming through. He's starting to get, maybe he's now sort of at a mature age. He's sort of getting more developed under his belt. He's got definitely a very good coach, and Peter Hecking, who's now signed a new long-term contract at Gladbach, which is massive for them, to be honest, in their future plans for the future. You've also got a really good striker in Pella, who I'm really impressed. He's scoring goals for fun. They've got really good strikers, a really good blend going forward. Gladbach. RB Leipzig also have had a very good start to their season, but again, sometimes Leipzig, they can really be sort of hot and cold at times. You don't know, they could score 6 goals in this game, or they could lose 6 goals in this game. You don't know what to make of them. Theo Werner looks like they're getting back to his best, but I said that 2 weeks ago and he was awful. So you don't know what to make for Leipzig. They just turn up like they want to be honest. Like one of those Hollywood teams, they turn up when they feel like it. So this game, I just think it's going to be goal fest, no question about it. I just think club Black have enough in the end to win 4-3. Now then, back to Spain, and we're talking about Real Madrid against Valencia, two teams that have definitely been awful this season. Starting off with Real Madrid, who won in the Champions League, and Gareth Bale definitely really performed against Roma, and he must watch my videos. Thanks, Gareth Bale. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell if you want to. But he must do, because I said he was awful this season. He needs to step up. Ronaldo now gone, he needs to step up and show what the player he is. He was excellent against Roma, so maybe he does watch my videos. Maybe he does. As for Valencia, they also got a big win at the weekend, 3-0 win. They have looks like a new superstar in their hands in Santi Mina, who's really been in the goals racing, the guy who no one thought was good enough. Even in the B team, he struggled from goals, so maybe he's now prospering. And to be honest, they need something going forward. Yes, they can't qualify for the next round of Champions League. They will qualify for the Europa League, which is probably their only chance of doing anything this season. So to get back in the Champions League, I don't feel, even though they only had 3 points behind Real Madrid, they won this game, they're level 1 point to Real Madrid, so it's wide open. This La Liga, this whole La Liga season has been the most cluster F league I've seen in a long time. We're literally 7 or 8 points separate at least 8 teams, so this could go either way. But as for this game, I just think it'll be a 1-1 draw. I don't know what to expect from Real Madrid. Real Madrid should beat Valencia 100%, but Valencia went to Serie Bernabeu and got a draw last season. I think that will happen again. I think the likes of Condopia and other players will step up this year. But Santi Mina and Gareth Bale will get the goals in this game, and have a 2-point drop for Real Madrid, and that makes them even further away from the title. And that just leaves the last game to talk about, which is AC Milan versus Parma. And Parma have. Is it Parma or Parma? What's it called? Parma or is it America? Shut up! Parma, who have been very unbelievable this season. They're up to 6th in the league. They're only 2 points behind AC Milan. Win this game, they go above AC Milan on the table, and probably could go top 4 if they win and Lazio lose this weekend. But they've been excellent. I'm really impressed with the young centre back they have. They really looks an absolute star in the making. They've got really good players, and they've signed some. Their recruitment this season has been second to none. They are definitely, if they can keep this up and maybe get points up to top 6 teams, they 100% are definitely a European fighting for a Europa League spot this season, which would be an incredible achievement for Parma, who's single-handedly been through the doldrums for so long. It's great to see a great club like them doing well. AC Milan are also doing well, and they're definitely going through a really good run of games and really good win, and they're definitely Gattuso looks like to be finding his feet as management, even though I've questioned him as manager for quite a while, but he's definitely doing well. Like I said in the previous video, I think he's starting to get good pros around him. He's starting to understand his team's philosophy. Him going is not going to be back for this game because he's still suspended, but he will be back for the next game coming up next week. I just think AC Milan have a really good young striker in Credetto, number 63 for AC Milan. He looks a real star in the making as well, and I think he will get 2 of the goals in this game and a 2-0 win against Parma. So guys, that's pretty much all for this episode and the prediction. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great day. Don't forget to click on that notification bell as well, because you always love finesse that notification bell. Anyway, that's all I got to say, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Please like, subscribe. The Natural is out.